This video will show how to make leave requests in the time clock system. All sick and annual leave requests are now to go through the time clock system, with the exception of postdocs. You can request leave through the web interface by going to aar.colostate.edu and clicking the Time Clock Plus link and logging in with your EID credentials, your e-name and password. You can also request leave using the mobile app for iOS or Android, and there's another training guide that shows you how to configure that, or through any of the physical time clocks. After logging on to the dashboard, click the Requests link in the header to open up the Leave Requests page. By default, you see the full calendar view, but you can also choose to click List, the List tab, in order to see a list of your leave requests and add leave there. To make a leave request, click on the plus symbol inside the day where you want to make the request. You can view your accruals by clicking this button in the bottom left-hand corner. You will have an accrual bank for annual and sick leave, and if eligible, comp time. Enter in the start time of the leave, put in the number of hours of the request, choose a leave code, either annual or sick, or comp time, if eligible. If your leave lasts for more than 1 day, you can put in the number of hours for 1 day and then choose a certain number of days for the request to last. You can also put in a description if you want, but please remember not to put any sensitive information in the description field. Click Save to save your leave request. Your leave requests will show up as pending until they are approved by your supervisor. Please note that if you start a request and the number of days goes over the weekend, it will count the weekend as some of those days. So be cautious when using that functionality. If you need to delete a request, you can right-click or control-click on the day on the pending request and click Delete. If you need to make an edit to a request, you can double-click on it or right-click on the time and say Edit and click OK. Leave requests can be edited up until the time that they are approved by your supervisor. Once they have been approved, the only way that you can edit them is by having the supervisor first unapprove the request, and then either your supervisor or yourself can go in and make the change. That is also true if a request has been approved and you need to delete it. It has to be unapproved by the supervisor and then deleted. If you're eligible for other types of leave, they will have to be created and approved by your department HR staff. These types of leave don't hit your accrual balances, but they still should be recorded. These include FMLA, military leave, bereavement leave, parental leave, jury duty, leave without pay, etc. You can also view your accruals under the View tab and clicking Accruals. Your accrual forecast will include any leave that has been approved but has not yet been exported into the HR system. Any leave accrued including comp time leave, will not show up until the 15th of the following month in your accrual balances. Once you make a request, an email will be automatically sent to your supervisor informing them of the request. Once they have approved the request, you will receive an email and a message within Time Clock Plus informing you that the request has been approved. Whenever possible, leave should be requested in advance. However, that's of course not always possible, particularly with sick leave. If leave is to be entered after it occurred, request it in Time Clock Plus as soon as is reasonably possible. If you are a salaried employee, you may request leave in Time Clock Plus until the 5th of the following month. So I can make a request as far back as April 1 up until May 5th. If you forget a leave request and it is after the 5th of the following month, please speak with your department HR staff. If you are on the bi-weekly payroll schedule and are an hourly employee who is leave eligible, you must have your leave requests for the pay period approved in Time Clock Plus by the Tuesday following the end of the pay period. So if the pay period ends on Friday, then all of the leave requests for the pay period in the preceding 2 weeks have to be into the system and approved by the following Tuesday.